It's nice to see all of you here. Welcome. And yoga practice is a practice. It's like tefillah is a practice. We keep doing it. We keep showing up. We come. If it's a class that you're coming to, you come to the class. If it's an appointment you have with yourself on the mat, you come to the mat regularly. It's a practice. So today's the last day of the week of Netzach. Netzach is this quality of persistence, commitment, enduringness. Hashem is Netzach, Netzachi. He's always there for us. He's always watching over us. He's eternally present and involved and creating everything all the time. So today is Malchut Netzach. So just find your seat, find your sitting bones on the blanket. Close your eyes. Get comfortable. Feel those sitting bones connecting to your blanket or a block or anything that you're sitting on. If you want to raise yourself up and sit on a little block or a thick book if you don't have a block. Just let your knees drop down. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your spine be nice and straight. Let your head bob at the top of your spine and just sit and be. Noticing your breath coming in and out with each inhale and exhale. Pay attention to that breath. Pay attention to how it comes in through your nostrils, dissipates, and how when you're ready to let it go, and even if you're not ready to let it go, how your body lets it go with the exhale. So today is Malchut Netzach, and just keep breathing while I'm talking. Malchut Netzach is that quality of, in a way, having mastered Netzach. You know you can be consistent, you know you can persevere, you know you can be tenacious. Can you be humble and not self-congratulatory in your mastery of Netzach? Malchut is mastery and humility at the same time. Malchut is a container quality. It's the ability to hold all that has come before it. Like King David, you are the king, but you're utterly humble. Humility is knowing your strength, but not being over-identified with yourself as the source of that strength, but understanding that it all comes from Hashem. So it's humility, humble, open mastery, persistence, tenaciousness. So let's take our breath into our belly, or put our hands on our belly, should I say, and just let that belly relax into your hands. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe into that lower belly, letting it expand. And as you breathe out, that belly is contracting. Breathe into the belly and breathe out, contract the belly. Let's do two more. Locating the breath low down in the belly. Breathe into the belly. Contract the belly. One more. Breathe into the belly. And contract the belly. We're going to take the breath into the ribs. Breathe into the belly. Open those ribs. Relax the ribs. Contract the belly. Again, breathing into the belly. opening those ribs, keeping the shoulders relaxed, not jumping up to the ears. Relax the ribs, contract the belly. Let's do one more like this. Open the belly, open up the ribs, hold the breath in, hold it, hold it, hold it. It's a Netzach day. And we're going to let it go and contract. It's a Malchut of Netzach day, so we really know how to hold to a position, stick with something, be persistent, be tenacious. Breathe into that belly. And now we're going to go up into the ribs and right up into the lungs. Hold the breath in the lungs. And release the upper lungs, the ribs, contract the belly. A couple more. Breathing into the belly. Opening the lungs. Opening right up. Holding the breath in those lungs. Hold, hold, hold. And letting it go. Letting it go, letting the ribs go, letting the belly release and relax and contract. Those are contradictory. Release, relax, and contract. Contract the belly, release the breath. So if you can't hold as long as I'm holding the breath in the lungs, just hold as long as you can hold. So breathing into the belly, opening up the ribs, taking the breath right up into the lungs. Holding the breath in those lungs. Nice open lungs, open back, open front, raise spine. And release, 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 release. Let's do that 3-part breath one more time. So we're breathing into the belly, opening up the ribs, opening up the lungs, the chest, just holding with the breath really full inhale, holding it in the lungs. And as we exhale, let's exhale into a dog back, cat back. Round into cat. Inhale into dog. Lift up that chest. Open the front body, reach up, take the chin pointed up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, cat. So let's build the inhale from the bottom. Build belly, ribs, chest, chin. That's your inhale. Exhale, drop your head. Take your sternum back, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale. One more of each. Let's go. Dog back up. Cat back. Round. Good. Let's loosen up the shoulders. Loosening them up. Loosen up the shoulders. Let's pick them up to the ears. Up, drop. Up, drop. Up, drop. Up, drop. And a little faster. With the inhale and the exhale through the nostrils. So inhale up. Two more. Good. Let it go. Let the head just bob side to side. And then let's make big circles with the head. Lifting the head up. Dropping it down. Lifting the head up. And dropping it down. Other way. Anti-clockwise circles, dropping and rounding. Inhale, up, over, and down. And then sitting up straight. So let's take the hands forward and we're going to lift them up, and let's take the pointer fingers pointing to the ceiling and a big inhale and an exhale. Ha! And ha! One more. And up, and let those arms just come down. Shake out those shoulders, shake out those shoulders. And let's take the shoulders forward and back. Forward and back, forward and back. Couple more times. Forward and back, forward and back. And now placing your hands on the mat or on the blanket behind you, fingers pointing forwards. We're going to do the dragon's breath. We did it before. We're going to roll the shoulders back and bring those shoulder blades close to each other. Press down into your hands. Breathe into your nose and exhale with an open mouth to the ceiling. It's called dragon's breath because you exhaling like a dragon. Breathe in and breathe in. Breathe in and come up. Let's release on those wrists. Good. So let's stretch out the legs so they stretched out in front of us. Bending at the knees, feeling those sitting bones nice and connected to the blanket. So we're working our way into a straight-legged forward fold. So arms are coming out and up and exhale. Hands are wrapping on the underside of your feet. Drop your head down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So we're going to do this again, but push your feet a tiny bit forward. Let's go again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's move those feet a little bit forward. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Drop the head down. Inhale up. Reach up. Stretch that spine. You're balancing or standing on your sitting bones. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And now let's point and flex those feet. As we do that, we're stretching out the hamstrings, stretching out from the heel. The tendons and the hamstrings go all the way up, 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 and then they go right into your seat, into your glutes. So as you push one leg forward, push the other leg forward, do this pedal, 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 pedaling with your feet. Take your left hand and put it onto your right foot and point that foot, and let's turn to the right side. And then bring that right hand and put it on the left foot. Push the left foot away, pull the right foot, open your left arm all the way back. Switch arms. Push away the right, open to the right side with a twist. Bring that arm, let's bring it over to the left foot. Push the left foot out. Take the left hand, open it out to the left side. Over, switch hands. Let's do it one more time. So I push my right foot away, take my right hand, open it to the right side, take the right hand over to the left foot, push that left foot away, pull the right foot in, take the left hand and open it to the back, and then bring it forward and just pedal, 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 pedal. We have pedal on the class, but this is pedal, pedal. And then sitting up, let's see if we can straighten the legs now and come into our seated forward fold. So we're lifting up. Imagine you're going over a ball. You got a big fat ball, one of those big plastic balls. You go inhale over the ball and see how far you can go. If you can reach your toes, well and good. Otherwise, your ankles or your shins. Let's go again. Inhale up, reach up over the ball. Exhale, hip down. Inhale up over the ball. 2 more. Inhale up over the ball. Last time. Inhale up over the ball. And just hang out here for a couple breaths, just surrendered pose. So here, let's practice Malchut Netzach. We're going to stay in the pose. We're going to surrender. We're going to be persistent. We're going to be tenacious. We're going to have commitment. We're going to be humble to our limitations. If you need to bend your knees up, if you need to bring your hands back, see what you need to do to find comfort in this pose. So I lifted my knees a little, and then I can be here and just be happy to be here. Let's take 2 more breaths. And sitting up. So that's a really nice extension up the back of the legs, the hamstrings, all the way into the glutes. So rocking on our seat, rocking from side to side. Rocking is very beneficial to the nervous system, makes us feel comforted, also brings balance to the right side and the left side. As we know, Netzach on the right, Hod on the left. So we're balancing, going side to side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take that right knee, bring it up over to the left side, leaning back on the hands. We're just going to swing the hips and swing the knees. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When we come over to the right side, let's take the left hand over to the right knee. We're going to sit up nicely and look back over the right shoulder. Nice straight back and looking back over the right shoulder. And inhale, and let's do a counter stretch. So we're just twisting the other way. And then come back to your original, your left hand is on your right knee, come up into a dog back, round it into cat, up into dog, round it into cat. And then come back, swing your knees onto the other side. And here we go. Take the right hand onto the left knee. Reach up. Nice dog back. And then twisting over to the left side. Twist over to the left. Look over the right. Twist over to the left. Look over to the right. Dog back up. Cat back round. Dog back up. Cat back round. One more of each. Dog back up. Cat back. round. And then we're coming back into our diamond pose. We can rock it a little bit back and forth. And then I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to bend it behind me. My left leg is coming across. And I'm just going to let's all take the right hand. We're going to swing it down and lift up and down. And inhale up, exhale down. So my legs are, one leg is in the front, other leg back. Lift up and exhale down. Lift up, exhale down. Let's do two more on the side. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. A little bit like wild thing, but it's seated. Rock, rock, rock. Take the left leg back. Right leg is in the front. Left arm comes up. Sweep and lift. And drop down. Inhale up. Drop down. Inhale up. Drop down. Inhale up. Drop down. And last time. Inhale up. Lift up. And drop down and come back. So we've got our legs in this diamond pose. Let's try something called fire log pose. So you basically put one ankle under one knee and the other ankle under the other knee. So it's really sitting cross-legged. If you can actually put the foot on top of the knee. So you exactly square. And we're just going to fold forward, fold forward. If it's too hard for you to do that, so just drop the foot down. But if you can put the foot on the thigh, on the knee, just fold forward and rock side to side. Just rock side to side, rocking side to side. Let's move it back. Fire log pose on the other side. Well, this is also maybe half lotus pose. Leaning forward, leaning forward. You could do this cross-legged in a different way. Just rock, 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 rock. Okay, so let's come onto our knees. We'll come onto our knees and we'll do some gate poses. Gate poses. So here we are. We're going to open up the gate. That's the gate. I'm on my knee and I'm opening up the gate. Inhale, hands up. And I'm just going to lean over. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Over. Inhale up. Over. Lift up my arms. Come down. Let's try that on the other side. So my leg goes out. Inhale up. Hands behind the head. Over. Inhale. Up. Hands behind the head. Over. Up. Over. Up. Over. One more will do. Up. And exhale over and come down. Let's take that a little further. Going to go inhale up, exhale over. Now when I come up, I'm going to come down. I'm going to ground. I'm going to lift up that leg. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And let's practice our Netzach. So I'm extending out that right leg. I'm just going to hold the pose. Hold, 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 and bring it down. And here we are, taking out the other side. So we're going out, inhale up, exhale down, over, over, dropping the hand down, and in and back, 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 and let's just hold. Hold it up. This is a nice experience of holding, showing our Netzach. We might be uncomfortable, maybe the leg is shaking. Who knows what's doing with that leg? But we're just holding, getting comfortable with being in unusual positions. And then we come back and just go into an extended child's pose. Just go into extended child's pose. You're just stretching out and sitting up. Okay, so let's come into sitting on your mat. We're going to move into downward facing dog. So we're going to just lift up those knees, walk the dog, walking the dog, stretching out the thigh, the calf muscles. Walk, 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 walk. And from our downward facing dog, let's come into plank pose. So plank pose is also a Netzach pose. We hold it. What can we do to help us to hold? Let's breathe in, out. Drop the knees, back into child's pose. Coming up, back into our tabletop pose. Let's go back into downward dog. Let's drop ourselves into up dog. So it's up dog, we're curving up. Downward dog and plank. Hold the plank. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Externally rotate your shoulders, engage grappa to help you stay up. Breathe in, breathe out, drop the knees into child's pose. Let's do all that again. So here we are. We're going to go up into downward facing dog, dropping into up dog, up into downward facing dog, into plank. Hold the plank, hold the plank, engage grappa, push your heels away, externally rotate your shoulders, breathing in and out, drop the knees, coming into child's pose. Let's do that sequence one more time. So here we are in tabletop. We're going to push up into downward facing dog. Let's walk the dog, walk the dog, walk the dog. Downward dog, dropping into upward dog. Open up. Back into downward dog, into plank. Hold the plank. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Drop down. Sitting back in child's pose. And from here, let's move up into a stand. Moving up, up, up into our stand. So let's do a couple sun salutations. So we'll start off with the stand. I see you don't see my head. I look a little cut off. Not sure where I should cut off, on the bottom or the top. Okay, coming up. Exhale, and let's just hang down. And let's be in the hang for a few moments. We're just hanging down, letting that lower back open, knees are soft, just hang down. How about practicing Malchut Netzach right here? Complete surrender, your Malchus. But let's stay here for a few breaths, Netzach. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Before we move into sun salutation, let's just bring this down all the way into a squat. Standing up, hanging down, soft knees, hang down. Could even stand on your palms. That way you press all the pressure points in your hands. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Bring it down into a squat. Let's do that one more time. It's kind of fun, feeling your feet pressing on your hands, getting this nice extension in the lower back while we come into the squat. Okay, last time, we're standing on our hands. Knees are bent if you need them to be. Just hang down. Hang down. Breathe. Be in the moment. And then come down into the squat. And then coming back into this position where we got our legs extended. Take the right leg back. Take the left leg back. Pushing up. Dropping down. We're going to go for 8-point pose, and then we're going to do our little lung massage. So the lung massage is really a wonderful pose. It's a variation on locust pose. We're going to put pressure on the chest by leaning our body weight on the chest, massaging the abdominal area, the diaphragm, by shaking the pelvis back and forth, which is really going to push up energy up from the belly area and free up whatever might be clogged or blocked in the chest. So let's do that together. So inhale, 8-point pose. Chest and shin, come down. Straighten out. And here's the locust pose. Let's lift up the legs. And then drop the legs and do this rocking. Just rock. Rock. See what you notice, how your breath is. I always feel that I can feel if there's congestion in my lungs or not. So we're just going to be here for a few moments, just rocking back and forth. Breathing in and letting it out through the mouth if you want. Breathe in, let it out through the nose. Breathe in and just open the mouth wide and just get all that stuff in the chest out. Ha, 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 ha. Good. And then let's do regular locust. Engage your hands, press the feet back, lift up, lift up, lift up, and down. Inhale into Cobra, onto the knees, pull back into Child's Pose, up onto all fours, into Downward Facing Dog. Stepping the right leg forward between the hands, right leg forward. We got our runner's stretch. Here we are, left leg forward. And let's come down into that squat. Feeling that squat, just let it be. And then coming up, out, hands down the center line. So we're going to do all that leading with the left side. So here we go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hanging down. Coming into the squat. Feeling the squat, just being here. Straightening up. Taking the left leg back. Here's our runner's stretch. Right leg back. Pushing it up into downward facing dog. Walking the dog. Dropping down onto the knees. And from here, we're going to come into 8-point pose. So inhale, chest and chin come down onto the ground. Stretch out, rock back and forth. Let's breathe in, ha! 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 2 more. In, ha! In, ha! Good. Lift up the legs. Lift up. Stretch it out. Come into Cobra Pose. Inhale up. Onto the knees. Pull it back. Pulling it back into Child's Pose. Let's stay in Child's Pose for a couple breaths. Feeling that surrender of Malchut. Feeling that we can stay in this pose, showing our capacity to stick with something, Netzach. So it's not such a challenge to stay in Child's Pose because it's a very pleasant pose, but still is a wonderful pose. So coming back into our downward facing dog, stepping the left leg forward, the right leg forward, and coming down into that squat. So I'm going to turn to face you while I'm squatting, because if there's a squat, you could put your heels on a blanket, and that way you can support yourself in the squat, and then just kind of let the lower back drop. And open those knees wider if you have something to put under your heels. If you're very good at this, you can take the blanket away and try and let your heels go down onto the ground without the support. But my legs are kind of going outwards and they should really be more parallel. Maybe we can practice Netzach by Malchut over here. Or Malchut Netzach over here. And coming up, 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 up. And here we are. So tilt it just a little more. Okay. So here we are. Let's feel our stand a little bit. We've been down for a long time. Just do a little jump around. Do a little jump around. Feel very loose on the balls of your feet. Just jumping around. Little tiny jumps. Little tiny jump. As you jump, keep breathing. Feel how all your body, the blood starts flowing. Maybe you can start feeling tingling. Maybe you feel your lower back. See what you can do to make this easy. Bend your knees. Really relax and just bounce a little. I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ha. So how do your legs feel? Let's come into a balance. You're going to bring up that right leg and just hold it. This is a nice and easy balance. It's not requiring very much, except you need to have your eyes focused on something that's not moving. And stay balanced, lifting up your Netzach leg and being supported by the Hod. So you can't have persistence. Look at me, I'm losing my balance. You can't have persistence and determination and endurance unless you also know how to rest when you're done. So I'm able to hold up my Netzach leg because my Hod leg is creating the support and the balance. So I can't work and never stop. Have to be able to rest. So I'm engaging my right leg, but I'm being supported by my left leg. Let's engage that Hod leg. And the Hod leg is surrender and gratitude and Hoda'ah and all of those beautiful qualities. But on Shabbos, if I want to rest and relax, I have to have done my cooking and my shopping ahead of time. So the surrendering leg is also being supported by the other leg that was invested and involved, that allowed me maybe to do the surrendering. When we balance Netzach and Hod, we get a good foundation. That's second chakra or your sword area. That's established by how much, and in yoga, there's the second chakra and the third chakra. Second chakra is uterus, digestion, all of that. And the third chakra is power center. And Netzach and Hod feed into both of these. So, okay, so anti-clockwise and clockwise. So digestion is second chakra, the womb, second chakra. Third chakra is power center. And my power is also how I balance effort and retreat and surrender and determination. So all of this area is really being supported by my feet and my knees, and how I stand is going to affect a lot of what comes. So just kind of loosen up, loosen up, loosen up, going both ways. So Netzach and Hod feeding into your sword, this whole area here, and in yoga terminology, the legs feeding into the power center and the digestive center. On Tuesday, I started talking about the fact that each of these Sfirot connected to different hormones. So it's interesting. I'll just tell you quickly while we're in a balance. So take your right leg and grab hold of the big toe and let the right leg drop down. So the right knee is dropping down. So the hormones over here in your sword, in the second chakra, the hormones are digestive enzymes. In the second chakra, digestive enzymes. In the first chakra, it's progesterone and estrone and testosterone. In the fourth, in the heart center Tiferet, it's the thymus gland, immunity. The fifth chakra, it is the thyroid gland. in Da'as, or the sixth chakra, it is the pineal gland, which is melatonin and serotonin. It's really interesting how all these hormones are connected to energy centers in the body. So now take that right leg, take that right knee, right toe, and let's see if we can stretch it forward, bend it. Can we stretch it to the side? Stretch it to the side and back and forward and back and to the side and back and drop. So if you need a scarf or a tichel or a belt to help you do that, you can do it with a belt or a scarf. So if you can't hold and you want to do that, so you could do it like this with the belt. You come up, you go straight, and you use a belt. So now we're going to do the other side. So we're taking the left toe, we're holding onto that left toe. Actually, I need to use my left hand. I'm letting that knee drop while I'm holding onto the toe. And then I'm taking that knee up. I'm stretching it forward. I'm stretching it out to the side. I'm stretching it forward. I'm stretching it out to the side. I'm stretching it forward. And I'm stretching it out to the side. Now I know that my leg wasn't straight. I'm going to try it again and try and straighten out that leg. So once again, if you need a strap, you can do it with the strap. And then of course it's much easier to get the leg straight. You can bring it up like this. You stretch it forward. You stretch it out. Because you've got a strap, you can stretch it very nicely. I'm going to do it once on each side with the strap, and then I'll try to do it without the strap. So here we go. We're stretching it forward. We're stretching it out to the side. Now I'm leaning over, try to stabilize in here so that you're going up. So it's going up, and I'm not leaning so much. Now without the strap, let's try it again. So will I be able to get my leg much straighter now? Stretch, back, and over, and I'm almost straight. And back. Obviously, I don't want to push and force those hamstrings to stretch, because then I'm going to hurt myself, which obviously isn't a great goal. So stretching forward and stretching out to the side. So, okay, so I hope that you found balance in that. Let's fold down, lifting up, soft knees, fold down. And just be in this wide-legged forward fold. We can walk our hands forward and then push back away from your hands. And then walk your hands right through your legs behind you. Soft knees, let your head hang down. And coming up. Let's end the standing postures with warrior twos on each side, given that it is Malchut Sheba Netzach. And surrendered warrior would be a perfect pose for today. So coming into our warrior pose, warrior two pose. So we're getting down into the leg. The thigh is supporting me. I can take my left leg back, and I want to be nice and straight. And here's this warrior woman, right? My spine is stretched up, my shoulders aren't coming into my ears, I'm opening in my chest. I'm looking out to my right side, I'm feeling strong, I'm dropping down, I'm trying to get this thigh as much to parallel to the floor as I can. I'm engaging, I'm using grappa so that I don't just slide out, but I'm keeping integrity in my hips. And I'm feeling strong and powerful. And I can even set an intention by looking past my right hand into the distance and what do I want to be persistent about? What project do I want to finish? How do I want to engage with other people in a way, in projects outside of myself, in a way of Netzach? And then turn that hand up. Surrendered warrior. Malchut Netzach. Arching back. Coming down. Resting. Opening up into triangle pose. Coming back. And taking it down. And then on the other side, turning my left leg outwards. My right leg is facing forwards. I'm going to bend down into my warrior pose on the left side. I'm looking out beyond my left hand. Where can I be a warrior in Hod? I want to sing praises to Hashem. I want to acknowledge Hashem. I want to be completely surrendered to Him. But I'm going to be modest and humble in my understanding of how much I can do that, given my human limitations. And I surrender even from that. Laying it down, taking the arm back, opening, and then stretching up into triangle pose. Coming back, turning, bringing the hands together, coming forward, forward. Walk forward into this wide-legged downward dog and then push back from your hands. Push back from your hands. Walk back, walk back. Heel toe your feet together. Come down into a squat. And get ready to roll back onto the back of onto your rolling back. Roll back onto your back. So you're rolling back onto your back. Here we are. Take the knees into your chest. Take the knees into the chest and just hug them. Hug them. And then you're going to let the knees go over to the left side. And you're going to turn your head all the way over to the right. Now stretch your left leg down and take your right knee and take it all the way over. And then coming back to center, take both your knees over to the right side. Then stretch out your right leg, take the left knee and send it all the way over. And just breathe into that. And then coming up, let's end with happy baby pose. So happy baby pose. One of my favorites. Babies are completely surrendered. We're grabbing hold of our big toes. We're pointing them up to the ceiling. We're just rocking and massaging on the lower back. I often ask my students to make funny noises, to just let go. Ha ha ha, he he he, woo woo woo, where. That's an unhappy baby, I guess. He he, happy baby. And then just drop the knees down, the feet down, bring them up, drop them down, bring them up, drop them down, bring them up, drop them down. One last pose before we come into final relaxation. Just take your hands underneath you, roll your shoulders underneath you, push up into a bridge pose, squeeze your chin into your thyroid, stimulating your thyroid. Drop down, bring your knees close, hit your breastbone, stimulate your thymus gland. Hug your knees one more time, and then we're going to stretch out into Shavasana pose. So just let yourself move down into Shavasana pose and relax. And while you're relaxing, I'll talk you through a meditation. So just let your body relax. Let the muscles let go of their work of holding up the body. Let those muscles just sink into the floor. Let the muscles melt off the bones and the bones sink into the floor. And while you're relaxing and just letting yourself be, you're just relaxing and letting yourself be. Imagine that there's a beautiful white light above you, a big healing white light, and it's shining down like a huge spotlight, shining down on your body that's laying down on the ground. And your whole body is incorporated into this white light. And while you're lying down, and I want to dedicate this meditation, and I want to dedicate this class to the Refuah Shalema of Toiba Rezel Bas Zlata. That she should also feel all of this healing energy coming down and giving her strength and energy. So feel this white light and you lying in this beautiful healing spotlight. And as your body relaxes and lets go and surrenders into the mat, so every cell opens up to this healing white light that is coming from Hashem, coming from above, and pouring down onto all of you. And every single part of you opens and makes itself receptive to this white healing light. Imagine the healing light coming onto your face, into your head. Your vision gets cleared, your thinking gets cleared, your taste buds get cleared, your sense of smell gets enriched. This white light is a light of utter repair, refuah, and healing. Imagine your chest, your breathing, your lungs getting completely energized and fortified. Imagine the light penetrating around your colon, your large colon, your small colon, your stomach, all of your eating, digesting, processing food, it all gets assisted and aided, everything there, anything there that needs healing. Imagine every single cell in your body gets healed by this beautiful light. Imagine the light shining into all the parts of your body that's connected to expulsion and getting rid of waste matter. Imagine everything just being energized, empowered, healed. Imagine your legs, your knees, your ankles, your toes, your arms, your elbows, your fingers. It's all being healed by this incredible white light. And as you lay on your mat, just drinking in this amazing healing light, every energy, every cell is drinking up this healing light like an elixir of total tikkun and healing and refuah and vitalization. Imagine it pouring down until every cell is full with this white light. And when your cells almost can't imagine taking any more in, they're so full with this white light. Imagine that now that white light is replaced with the pale pink light that just comes and seals all of that white light in all of your cells, over all of your body. It just wraps you like a glad wrap of sealant. So that good, delicious, healing, powerful white light is wrapped inside where it's going to stay forever, at least. We regenerate it all the time, but you're going to have this capacity to keep this white light within you, regenerating and replenishing as your body regenerates and replenishes. And feeling solid and secure in the fact that all of this delicious white light has been sealed within you. Just feel amazing, drink it in, feel healthy and vital and powerful and rested and replenished. And start moving, gentle movements, waking up the body. It's now full of all this good stuff. Give it a little gentle stretch, and then bigger movements to your stretch until you roll over onto one side into a fetal position. And just lay in that fetal position, preparing some kind of intention for how you're going to move out of this class into the rest of the day. It's a full moon tonight. It's a flower or harvest or super moon. It's also Pesach Sheni tonight and tomorrow. Another opportunity for redemption. Now you're healed, you've counted 27 days of the Omer, you've worked on your Chesed and your Gevura and your Tiferet and your Netzach. When you eat the matzah tonight, you're going to be so much more ready in a way than maybe you even were when we had that first Seder. It was crazy times already. Preparing your intention and then sitting upright once you've prepared that intention for the day. And then once you're sitting upright, let's lift up our arms and receive this shefa, this energy that Hashem is sending down to us in this time to help us in our tikkun. Netzach Sheba Malchut, bring it down, place it on your heart. And let's send out healing. Toba Rezel Bas, say the name again. Toba Rezel Baslata. She should have a refuah shalema. Everyone who needs a refuah shalema, a complete healing, should have a complete healing. The world, the oceans, the skies, the plants. Should be a time of healing for the planet, for all of us. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for being here. Shalom, shalom. I'm going to unmute you. So